Real pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Take it in at the 8. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Putting the tight end in motion. This one complete. It's Jalen McMillan. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you...
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
He keeps it himself. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll run it. This is Scott. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Dell motioning over. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. More from New Orleans after this. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Saints are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be out of bounds, but they move it down to the 25-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 45 yards. Here's Scott. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll find McMillan here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike. I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Eagles go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A carry now for Scott. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
A quick throw taken in out wide by Dell. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. 2nd and 11. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing now from the gun. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And an Eagles first down.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can.
That'll be intercepted.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. They get 18 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and goal. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Saints cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll air it out down the middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Tight end going in motion here. That is into the hands of McMillan. A pickup there of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now a run on 1st down. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Eagles. That's a 2-touchdown game for them. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
He's got his man complete to Dell. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. To the ground, a 1st down run. And that'll be a pickup of 3. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll turn and hand this one off. Room to run inside the 40. What about that? Out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play and a much-needed one as well to gain a 43 yards. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. He's got it. Saints will cut the deficit to 7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Complete to number 8. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Eagles.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They'll run it. This is Scott. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a run. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now it is 1st and goal. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw right side. Going to be taken in by McMillan.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Saints. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Dell motioning over. They'll run. Oh, he pumps up the football. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to third down. They'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.